Yo, what is good? What is good, guys? Welcome. Wednesday, hump day. Welcome to Goat Milk Diaries. Guys, a lot going on in the world. We got to talk about this. There's no way that we can go on the rest of the week without even acknowledging some of these things. These things are going to affect us. Makes you kind of think about what you should do. Every time a subject like this comes up, we always kind of make fun of these doomsday preppers, right? We say these people do way too much. We say they're kind of, you know what I'm saying? But the more these events are taking place in the world, which we will get to in just a moment, guys, the more it's very appealing to me, the way of life of doomsday prepper and having awareness and stocking up and just all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Everything from supplies, food, the whole 9 yards, right? So what do we got going on around the country, guys? We have strikes happening at the ports, getting shut down all the way from New Jersey all the way down to Texas. Why? Because the big man called the shots and he says, I want more dinero, dinero, dinero. Mucho más money, right? They want more money, more money. That's what all of us as Americans, hard-working Americans want. We want more money, baby, for the work we do. Shoot, what else is going on? We have jets going up into the air, both from the United States and Canada, because they were aware that they had some Russian, Chinese bombers flying in the area, close to the area. You know what I mean? So it gets a little crazy. What are we gonna do? We can't do anything, right? Let me get my music on, cause there we go. So, guys, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Today, you guys get a short show. No insults to Tony Leonidas. But my boy Ethan at the moment and Tony Leonidas are doing something else. As a very close friend of mine would say, maybe they're out there getting some single A, double S. Know what I mean? Okay, guys, we're going to keep this PG-13 today. I hope they are. That's all I can hope for. Good for them, right? But guys, what I've been doing is digging around this whole thing, and I guess what these guys are arguing, and we'll bring up a clip in just a moment about what's going on, why it's going on, and basically it all comes down to worker wages and money. These guys got hit hard during COVID. They got no compensation. Their workers were laid off. A lot of people died out.
I just came off strike for you.
You were on. I didn't want to burn you with the masses here and let them know what was going on. But I guess you came to a contract agreement with Leonidas.
Last minute, it was hairy. It was truthfully, man. Today was just slow. And dude, it was 106 today.
Wow, you still getting that heat out there?
Still getting the heat, man. It'll go, dude. So bipolar, it'll go 106 next week, 70.
With us, it already decreased.
70.
We're in the low 70s. Today was actually 69 all day. No pun intended at all, but it was 69 all day. And the rest of the week looks like it's really low 70s. So it's going to be pretty good. I don't think we're going to have some bad weather anytime soon.
Apologies for the tardy.
So
I'm getting a shower. It's like 5:55. I'm like, oh.
I got in the shower early today. I usually wait till after the show before I go into bed, but I said, the hell with it. So it gave me some energy. But we were talking about this thing, huh?
I don't even get up to 5:30, so.
Oh yeah, it's a tight time frame for you. I understand that, but no show Leonidas.
Well, he didn't know he.
Consistency is key.
Well, there's what 3 shows he was on.
Something like that. It's okay. He's a special co-host whenever he comes on. But guys, let's go to the comments real quick just to see who's tuning in for the moment. We got Platinum. He says, "Evening, fellas. Nice to have you on. Appreciate you." He's actually on time for this show. I don't know about anybody else, but he was on time for this show today. Platinum says, "We outnumber them. Change would come quick if we all stood together." And you know what? That's the whole thing. And this is why I love this story, what's going on. It's gonna put a squeeze on all of us as far as having supplies and stuff like that, but it must be done. I wish that more employers had the balls that this man has.
So what happened? I missed.
Beautiful balls, and they're very brave. They stand their ground.
Recap his beautiful balls.
Yeah. James, what's going on, brother? Brother, you're doing good on that IC. You're doing good, man. Keep it up. Don't get discouraged. Stone Cold is in the house. What is up, brother? What's going on? We have the beautiful queen, Mrs. Myrna Mendoza. Ooh, sexy. She says, "Hello, guys." Well, we're going to take a look at a clip and go right into it. And we're going to take a look at this, the head honcho here. And this is something I didn't know till today while I was talking to somebody about this. But did you know that during the Bush administration, he sold the rights to all those docks? The United States does not own all those docks anymore. They have no say in the situation, no control.
That sounds very GW.
And
GB.
The Chinamen, the China, have their finger in that also. They also did some purchasing there. This is why they have a huge contract where we have a lot of goods coming from China. I was very surprised. I was like, holy cow. Holy cow, right? So let's go to this clip, man, because I really can't put it into words like this guy does. He's very firm about it. He's sticking to the whole thing. He says he doesn't care if he has to shut down everything and anything for as long as it takes. Man, just check this out.
They have the capital to settle this thing.
Are you worried that this strike is going to hurt the everyday American, the farmers that need to reach the export market? They're telling me that they're going to hurt through all of this.
Now you start to realize who the longshoremen are, right?
Nobody cares.
People never gave a about us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. Cars won't come in. Food won't come in. Clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them and we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
We'll do another clip second to that one because it was interesting how he said how they pretty much our industry, the market and the industry and these dock workers and everybody, by doing their jobs, allow these guys to make billions. So
I think I read if the dock's closed for 7 days, the country will lose like something like $4 billion.
yeah, it's they
wild.
Back in the 70s they did it for 14 days. 14 days. This guy is ready to go to war. He's ready. And again, it's kind of hypocritical too, because a lot of these guys are the owners and operators of a lot of these docking systems, and they're the head guys of the unions. So while they're sitting on that guy, even though he's complaining, he's putting the word out for his workers. He's probably sitting on a good pile of dollars. I mean, we're talking a few million here, not thousands. He's a millionaire, and it's easy for him to go on strike. He's not going to get inconvenience, but it's the other workers that are working there 8, 15, 12-hour shifts. Those guys are the ones that take a hit. They're not making that same money.
Yeah, they're only getting what, $50, $60, $80 a day from the strike dues.
No way. I went and bought a pack of bacon the other day, like the nice thick cut one. That was $15 by itself. I was like, shit. And one more word here on the strike. We have a news reporter here talking about it. Well, I don't know if it was a news reporter or an official, but here we go.
We're deeply concerned about the impact that a strike could have on our supply chains, especially when it comes to critical goods like medical supplies and others. If an agreement is not reached by later today, ports from Maine to Texas will face a strike. 47,000 workers, 4,500 of which are right here in the New York and New Jersey area, and the stakes are very high. The potential for disruption is significant. We've not had an event occur like this in our ports since 1977, and that lasted 12 days.
Tough.
Can that be a lesson, though? This should be a lesson, too, of how we get our goods and where our goods come from. Like,
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of manufacturing capability in the United States. We export most of our recycling to China. There's just a lot of negatives, and I'm sorry.
What's up, Josh? What's going on, man? Stone Cold said 900K. Money don't buy class. No, it don't. It won't buy class, but get you some. Platinum says, preach. The timing of this strike is not a coincidence, though. No, it's not. It's been ongoing for many, many years. My cousin that lives in LA off of Long Beach, he's a longshoreman. He's told me a lot of things about what goes down there and stuff like that. Okay. So it's a tough situation. I know it is for everybody, but it has to be done. And it's not just the longshoremen or what they do. There's a lot of careers that people have that definitely deserve more than what they get. We're talking about even restaurant servers. We've talked about them doing, in some states, the minimum wage for serving waiters. We're talking about that is like $2 to $3 an hour. And then they make tips off of whatever people feel like leaving. I've known people that go have $100 meal and drop $2 on the table.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I know you're in the food industry.
Was
So I'm gonna go on a tip rant. I have a philosophy. If I don't sit, I don't tip.
and that's fine.
Well,
I'm with that.
Here's my thing: is like if somebody's serving me, and I'm getting service, man, that 20%, that's the least I can do.
Yeah.
But if I'm just going to pick up, Starbucks is a perfect example. I'm in the drive-thru at Starbucks, and they're asking me for a tip before I even get my coffee. Like, what if my coffee comes out dank and I just don't like it, and I already let you a tip? I'm good with servitude tips like DoorDash and waitresses, and
Yeah,
and I think there should be a minimum, right? Like,
definitely.
I don't know why restaurants don't, like, if your bill's over like $50, they just don't automatically start including the tip.
There are, we try to implement that at the restaurant that I was working. I was managing a restaurant. I was the GM there, and I try to put down minimum. It was 20%, and we had more than a few people. I can say that their bills were easily like. One example was one party came in. They were like a baseball team. They came in, local baseball team. They came in, sat down, they ate. Bill was close to like 300 and some change. We had one waiter because we were short staffed. Everybody, this is everywhere around the United States, short staffing. Serviced their whole table. They had that dude running back and forth, bending over backwards, doing everything. We dropped the bill on them. The percentage was 20%. It was already included when it was a big party. That's what it was going to be. The guy damn near fell over and was like, no, gratuity is based on what we want to get, not what you guys think it's right. And
20% on a $300 bill is what, $60?
Yeah, around there. I mean, I was like, listen, I pulled him to the side. I said, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but honestly, guy, was there a complaint on the food? No, everything was okay. Did the server treat you any kind of way? Was there any problem with him? Was there a language barrier or something like that upset you? He goes, no, it's not that. It's just that the thought of you guys trying to charge what you want, even on the tip, versus what I'm grateful for putting on there. So I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. Like, that's not how it works. There's a percentage you have to leave. And 20% for like the amount of people you have, basically your whole baseball team here, and they got waited on by this guy. He did an excellent job. I think he deserves that money. I'm like, if you don't want to tip, I'll tear up the bill, make a new bill, not a problem. You don't have to tip anything. He goes, no, I'm going to tip him. I'm going to tip him myself. I turn around to the guy. I said, you're going to tip him what? He says, I'm going to give him $20. That's what I think we should. I said, count how many people were at that table. If everybody came in here individually, you're telling me they're giving like $1.50 per person to this guy? I said, no. I said, tell you what. And I was like, pay the food. Don't leave a tip. I'll take care of my guy. I'll take care of my guy. Just, oh no, I'm gonna do that. Now you're trying to make me look like an asshole in front of everybody. I said, that's not that. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to make the situation better for you. Like, yeah, you're doing a pretty good job yourself. And like, I'll take care of my guy because I got to take care of my people. I said, and I'm not going to try to upset you any more than you already are. I'm not going to force you to tip. I'm not going to allow you to even tip at all. Just pay your bill, be happy and merry, and walk out. I'll take care of it. One of his guys goes, what's going on? Do we have a problem? Does his credit card not pass? I'm looking at you guys. You guys have been, looks like you guys are getting upset. I said, no, not a problem. He's going to take care of his bill, and I'm going to take care of the guy's tip. And the guy looked at him and goes, dude, are you kidding me? He's like, bro, and he pushes him to the side. He goes, I'm going to take care of the bill. How much is the tip? And I go, well, the bill here, this is the bill. I go, it's 20% on that. And he goes, are you fucking kidding me? And he turns around and he told the guy, he goes, man, that guy did phenomenal, dude. Don't be an asshole. Go sit down. And the guy put his card out, pulled out $100 on top of the card, said, take care of my man. He goes, bill it to me. And it was just like, that trips me out, what people think what tipping should be. You know what I mean? And like you said, there should be a minimum, like a set standard for that.
I'm overly self-conscious about not leaving a tip. Because like we would have like manager meetings at work, and we'd go to breakfast or something like that. And our manager would never leave a tip. So one day we went to a restaurant that we knew people at. And we're like, got the bill and everything. There was like 6 of us. Got the bill. He pays it. And then I just happened to glance over and see a 0 on the tip. And I elbow my buddy and I'm like, bro, can you leave a tip? Dude, what? So me and him are in our pockets just counted out all the money we had just to get a tip. Because I'm like, we can't do that to people. Like,
it's a trip, man. And you know, it's something that's got to go. Here's the second part to the big boss man here.
Those greedy companies are making billions of dollars and they don't want to share. That's why we're out here now fighting for a contract. We're going to fight for it and we're going to win it. Or this portal will never open up again. From here to Houston. I'm not playing games here.
What do you say to people who don't understand what you guys do and they don't want the economy to shut down, but they don't fully understand the job of the men and women who work here?
That's the problem. Nobody knew what the longshoremen were. We didn't get respected, but now we will. Now we will when they find out malls are going to shut down because goods can't come in. Car salesmen are going to get laid off. Well, guess what? Everything that comes in this country comes from the containers off these ships that my men work. And I want the world to know it.
They learned during
Don't come after us saying we're greedy. Go after those greedy that own these companies in Europe. Go after them. They're sitting over there taking $4 billion bonuses for themselves at Christmas time. That's got to stop.
I don't want to sound like the greedy henchman. How much were they making before the strike?
Look, my like I said, I have a cousin of mine. He's a longshoreman, and he's not one to ever talk about money. I've never heard him talk about money in my life. He never boasts on that. I know other longshoremen.
Like $40 an hour, easy.
Yeah, I mean, I do know guys that are longshoremen. Yeah,
I'll go work that motherfucker.
Yeah, those guys are doing anywhere from, I believe, anywhere from like 70 to 100K a year, and that's not bad money. There's guys that have been there for so long, and and not just anybody can get in there and be a longshoreman. You really got to know somebody in there to get you in, man, for real, because that's serious money. It's serious money, but it's also serious work. It's no joke. Yeah, I know, man. I know, brother. Yeah, and that does apply for every big company. I agree on that, man. Honestly, I do. So, I mean, but a comment here that I saw, and this is from Stone Cold, and like he says, got him. Already got him. He says, not gonna lie, they got me. Bought extra TP and paper towels. But guys, we recently we've been going through these things already from COVID. There's been other kind of supplies that have been a little hard to get and things like that. What have we learned?
I would love to cure the toilet paper issue right now.
I knew you were gonna say it. Go for it.
Go to Amazon. Type in bidet. BIDET. Buy yourself one. You'll save on toilet paper. It's way cleaner. It's a power washer for your butthole.
And it's only $29.
Didn't have to struggle looking for toilet paper. Left all the toilet paper for my girls. No problems. Man, and then you're getting pressure washed after I duke.
Less clogs in your system. You don't have to worry about all that paper going down the damn toilet. Or see that paper literally flush down that money down the toilet. It's the best. I've never seen another butthole so clean. And let me tell you, I took a mirror because, you know, there's mirrors for this too. And I looked and I thought I even saw a little sparkle in there. It was kind of twinkled.
My butthole was beautiful. So clean. My butthole is so clean. It inspired me
best.
to bleach my butthole. I now
The
bleach
best.
my butthole.
Horrible impression of mine, but guys, it's the truth. Like, come on. There's solutions for things all around, man.
My butthole now looks like what's your face's? I forget who's running for president. I don't even remember it. My butthole looks like Kamala Harris's face.
Which, by the way, she's a very lovely lady. Oh, man. Dude, you can try. You can definitely try, man.
You get that quilted northern, you know.
That stuff is good. Hey, now you just use it to pat dry versus spinning rolls in your hands. What's up, Mr. Cynical? Good to have you on here, brother. Appreciate it. He says, I went through this last year with UAW negotiations. This is where strength in numbers matters. I hope they get a good contract out of this. And I think they're going to get it. Like he said, they're going to win. There's no way they're not. You know what I mean?
Well, so the whole union thing anyway is like frightens me kind of. Because, you know, I work for warehouse and I work for food distribution. And I work for one of the largest food distributors in the United States. And the president of the company, there was a couple of distribution centers where I'm making rumblings about wanting to get a union. The president of distribution said, literally came to our building and went to every other building, was like, you pull a union in here, tomorrow the doors will be boarded up and your jobs will be gone. He's like, that's how unimportant this building is to me. We have 70 others. We will board it up and we'll eliminate the trash. Like, I'm about me.
I know, right? I mean, the thing is, it's those kind of threats with these corporations that we have to start getting rid of over time.
Oh, it's not
Workers have to
our
band
company?
together and just. But with you, I gotta ask: do you think you'll start seeing some effect? Because
Absolutely not.
I heard that they keep stuff in freezers
They
for storage for.
They literally savagely went through and found the people that were talking union. Had private investigators investigate them, found enough trash on them to get them terminated for cause, and then sued them for defamation. Bro, they were ruthless. That's why everybody was like. Then after it was all said and done, though, after everything blew over, they were like, "Hey, your center didn't cause any ruckus. You guys get a $3 raise."
Oh shit! Okay, well.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's some people have 90 cents raises after working for a year or 2 years. So, and I don't want to laugh at that, but it's true. Shit, you know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good for you not to slap the hand that feeds you.
You know, like I said, I've been there 21 years, man. I've seen a lot. And you know, we're contracted. We're not even the companies we service. We're just contracted through. And these dummies that were trying to get a union in there were bashing the people we're contracted through, like showing photos, like protesting and showing photos of like restaurants with cockroaches and what's the surprise? When that contract ended, they went elsewhere.
Yeah,
And they were without a job. It's ruthless, man. Big business like that is just ruthless.
I have a special message here. This guy just keeps bothering me in the damn inboxes. So desperate. I'm gonna just put his damn message up only to get rid of him. I can't believe he's on this show right now. I just gotta answer this guy. Sorry, I don't want to bring any drama to the show, but let me just address this real quick.
Who is she?
No, you cannot go to Disc Replay.
What's that?
Nah, it's a video game store. My kids love going to there. But this guy's been hassling me. And I hate to bring this drama on here, but
Hold on, I know what game are you hunting for?
Oh,
Put it
don't
in
get
there.
him started.
I want to hear the game you're hunting for.
Oh my god. He's in a vintage. He's a vintage gamer. So he's got a PlayStation 2, the Wii. He's got all that stuff. He's got a Game Boy, all that. So he wants to find all the cartridges and games. My goodness.
How old is he now?
Ah, man, he is 13.
Oh, he's ripe old age.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I was doing when I was 13? I was mowing lawns for money.
Don't encourage the guy. Don't encourage him. Jeez.
Hey, but I
Louise.
was mowing lawns for money at 13.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know, I have him. Well, actually, why are we so damn yawning? My 10-year-old, I cut him loose on the mower. It's not a gas mower, so it's like one of those nice, huge battery, automatic transmission. You literally just touch it, and she starts going on its own. I mean, you can push it with a finger. My kids don't know the struggle we had.
At least you don't have the one that with the blade, just the one blade.
Oh, you just push, come back, push, come back. The one that was like something Freddy Krueger would use on your back. He says he's looking for Metroid
Fusion. For what console?
And Mario games.
You gotta be specific, man. There's 900 consoles out there.
Yeah. And he likes to go into the games, into the consoles, and he does what do you call it? And I don't know what he does to it, where he downloads games and he puts them into there, where he doesn't even have to buy the discs anymore. He puts it in the damn game.
The emulators.
Cool. Yeah. Be honest, who yawned with Mendoza? Damn you, man. I was watching Double Dropkick podcast, guys. Check him out. Kevin Davenport on the Kev's Network or Davenport Network.
The Dav Network.
The Dav Network. Good show, guys. He's up to 300 subscribers, right?
Yeah, we just hit 300 subs on that.
Congratulations, guys. Good job. And he yawned. And I tried not to, and I just started yawning. Oh, but I'm on a yawn fest, man, right now. Seriously. He says he wants to buy many Kirby games. Ha ha ha. Well, thank you so much for that info. Stone Cold says, saw someone put one of those blade mowers on the front axle of a bicycle. Mow the whole yard in like 10 minutes. Dude, that is ingenious. That is good. He says, for my new Game Boy Advance SP, and also hacked my Wii. Yeah, so he hacked the Wii for the games. Damn Mexicans, they learn so early.
Right?
James said he was guilty of a yawn also. Let's get this other subject in, guys, and out of the way. Today's gonna be a short show. Hang in there. We also have this going on, which is kind of concerning. We're a lot of war talk going around, and how close we are to World War III and what's going down.
Bring it.
Let's just pray that it all simmers down. But if it happens,
No, bring that shit.
y'all better be prepared. You better be prepared. You better know. And we're not just talking because it's easy to buy a firearm, as you can see, but it's a lot harder to survive without food and water. So you guys better learn how to preserve
I'm gonna
and
go on a
stock.
rant. I'm gonna go on a rant on this one. So it's not only not easy to buy a firearm, right? Let's say, I bought an AR-15. I got an AR-15 locked in the safe, and
Which I will say, get it at your local Rural King. Get it at your local Rural King. They have a hell of a deal going on right now. Get yourself a Ruger AR-15.
No, but here's the problem in life with when people don't think ahead, right? So I got this AR-15, and man, It's great. It's weapon war, weapon mass destruction, whatever they want to call it. But here's the thing, though. It's a mechanical thing that does break, right?
Yeah.
So on an AR-15, I bet a lot of people don't know that an AR-15 has gas piston rings.
Really? I did not know that.
They have piston rings. If one of those piston rings breaks, your AR-15 ceases to function. AR-15s have a thing called a cam pin, which the bolt slams against and puts another bullet in the chamber. That's the first thing to break. So if trigger 2-cent little trigger spring breaks, so what good is having an AR-15 if you don't have the spare parts to fix it? So if you are a gun person, just think about it a little further. Go online. Go buy. It's called an OOPS kit, and the OOPS kit is all these miscellaneous springs and detents and everything. Buy yourself a spare bolt carrier that has the piston rings and everything in it. I'm gonna grab a bolt carrier so you can see what I'm talking about. Hold on one second.
Nice. And guys, yeah, I don't usually. I'm gonna sound like one of Martin Lawrence's jokes, but I don't usually do this. But I'll be showing some pics of a belt that I finished up. I re-leathered a shop rind. We'll put some images on there, and then later on I'll upload the review of that re-leather on YouTube, guys, so you guys can check that out. Let's go to the comments real quick and see what we got going right now while Ethan's out. Platinum says they sell an emulator with all the old school games that uses a wireless controller. I have. Maybe I'll bring them on the show next time. I have these little boxes and they're brand new. Maybe I'll use them for a giveaway. I got 2 of them. But they're actually really cool. Lots of games. My kid says, Dad, I like your show. It's funny and interesting. Make sure you're not here for all the cuss words.
Right? So here's we're kicking some school. We're kicking some cardinal knowledge.
Check out this one right here.
So this is a bolt carrier. This goes inside your AR-15. Okay? This one's nickel coated, so it won't wear as bad.
Yeah. They're talking about doing those molly coated now. Because
I have mine PVD coated.
Okay.
It's polyvinyl dye something.
That word, yeah.
It doesn't fade. I got one that I have like 2,000 rounds on that looks brand new.
Okay.
So generally the first thing that's gonna break or loosen, these bolts right here. The gas key. The gas tube goes in here. Poof. The gas pushes the bolt back, brings the bolt, comes back up. Schmack. That loosens over time.
Faster than you can blink too.
Yes. Secondly, let me get something to pull support real quick. You have firing pin. It's in your AR-15. Looks like a nail almost. Those break. They bend. If I was to grind the tip off by a centimeter,
not even half a millimeter. Not even half a millimeter.
It's not going to function.
Yeah.
Cam pin. Okay, we don't talk about that, Steve. This is what you call a cam pin. This slams back and forth on the bolt carrier. This breaks all the time. Bolt carrier group, actual. There's an O-ring in here that if you look at the extractor, there's an extractor. You see that extractor? Mm-hmm. That pulls the bolt out and pulls the bullet out and puts one in. Those break because there's an O-ring inside of here that wears out. Piston rings. Get its focus. Right there. Piston rings. Those are piston rings.
My God.
Those keep the pressure in because when you fire a bullet, boom, and it goes out the barrel, there's something called dwell time. That's the time it takes the bullet's gas to expend before it reaches the barrel and gives it that velocity. That's why AR-15 shoot like 3,000 feet per second.
Crazy.
And the rest of it is unspent powder that goes out the barrel. That's what you see, the dust.
When you think about when you got regular handguns doing what, 1250, 1300.
Yep.
Shit.
Then you got an AR-15 that's like depending on the grade of ammo, 3,000, 3,500, length of the barrel. But I mean, those are just certain things to think about. So if you have an AR-15, but you think you're safe, you're not really safe, because if one thing breaks, you're useless. That's spare parts.
Something to think about. I definitely got to go and check that out. I'll be going to Rural King this week, checking them out. Plus, I have my in-law here. We might do some twinning gunning shopping. Well, guys, let's hit over this real quick, and let's see what these what is it? The Chinese and Russians are doing training exercises together, flying 2 of each of these damn bombers. Kind of like saying, look, guys, we're going to do a little flexing ourselves and show you guys we got some shit for you.
That's one of those things, again, though. China, if push comes to shove and the United States was to retaliate, China would just be like this, pointing at Russia, because we got to buy the iPads and we got to buy all their, you know, they don't really care about Russia. Russia's just, it's like when
but it's a lose. Nobody wins in that situation, though, because no matter what we prepare here, what we do, when the nukes go off, there's nothing we can't do, guys. Warfare is not what it used to be. You know what I mean? We're not going storming anybody's beach with guns anymore. Have you seen those clips of these? Huh?
To not scare you, but have you ever played with that nuclear war simulator online?
No, I never have. Haven't tried.
So there's a simulator that is a map of the United States, and you can pick the size of the bomb of known sizes, where to land, where you want it to hit. It'll show you where the fallout is, where the blast radius is, the whole bit. Pretty fucking wild. It'll tell you how many people it killed instantly versus how many people killed in the fallout. Badass.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Check this out, guys.
We're going to turn now to the dramatic images off the coast of Alaska. For the first time, U.S. and Canadian fighter jets intercepting 2 Russian and 2 Chinese bombers. The incident raising concerns about the growing cooperation between Russia and China.
It was a bold, provocative, and unprecedented move, clearly meant to send a message to America. For the first time ever, Russia and China conducting joint patrol exercises in international airspace off the coast of Alaska, and providing these videos to prove it. Launching in darkness from the same Russian base, 2 Chinese and 2 Russian unarmed but nuclear-capable strategic bombers aerially refueling over the Pacific as the U.S. military tracked them all the way. An array of armed American and Canadian fighter jets scrambling and then intercepting the bombers as they came within 200 miles of Alaska.
Pentagon officials say they were not surprised by the joint exercises, but the Russians and Chinese made no secret of this mission. They want to reinforce not only their military might, but the partnership that grows deeper every day.
Yeah, 200 miles doesn't sound like much, but when you're in a fucking plane doing 300, 400 miles an hour, if possible, that distance grows really short, really fast. And all that says to me is that they're testing range. They're showing that, hey, we can get this close, still refuel, and still come at you and go back home.
Well, no, so prospectively, you said 200 miles, right?
Yeah.
So we in America use an F-16 fighter jet, as we use a lot of F-16 fighter jets. Check this out, Doze. I'm going to blow your fucking mind right now. The F-16's maximum speed 1,345 miles per hour with a cruising speed of 577 miles and a range of 1,407 miles at 55,000 foot ceiling. 50, dude, your airliner, your American airliner cruises at 30.
30, yeah.
55,000 feet, bro.
Yeah.
At 1,500 miles an hour.
That's no joke.
Bro, an hour he's at your house from my house. In an hour.
It's like the Blackbird. The Blackbird did what? Mach 2? I think it did Mach 2. I don't know, somebody said Mach 3, but I never heard of that. But I think it did like Mach 2.
Let's see what
And that is crazy. Crazy fast. I mean, the Concorde was doing Mach 1, a little over Mach 1 before they decommissioned it.
The Blackbird was 2,200 miles an hour.
Yeah. Man, that's insane.
Fastest known jet. Fighter jet. Oh my God.
You're probably going to look at that and not only that, but say the year it was built. That's another thing, engineered and built.
So according to the NASA X-43 was the fastest aircraft ever made with an extraordinary speed of Mach 9.6 or 7,366 miles an hour. Jesus Christ.
For that, like, I couldn't imagine a human being able to fly in a machine like that. The G-force alone.
Right? But do you realize 7,300 miles an hour is down and back?
SR-71's a good guess, too.
3,000 miles twice, coast to coast, and halfway back in an hour. 1 hour, coast to coast twice, and halfway middle of Kansas in an hour.
Wow. That's insanity. Insanity. Holy shit. Well, guys, enough of that. On the lighter side of the news today, new NXT titles.
I've seen them. I mean,
let's take a look at this one, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think?
They're very UFC-ish. I seen that comparison. The Legacy, whatever it is.
The BMF.
The BMF, yes.
I don't. Every belt has to grow on us. I remember when the Seth Rollins, the new World Heavyweight, came out, and I was like, oh, the damn Volkswagen Bus fucking emblem belt. And it took a long time to grow on me to get past that whole big W in the middle and admire the details on the side and the leather. It took a while. And these are going to take even longer for me, I think, because I've never watched not even half an NXT show.
I'm not going to run out and ever buy an NXT belt. Just like
I won't either. I think they shouldn't have even changed the titles, to be honest. I mean, if they feel that the brand is growing and they can make a push, I guess. But for some reason, I think the females title, I don't know if it's just the color of the strap or what, but it just looks better to me for some reason.
No, it definitely looks better in white.
Right? Something about the black with the gold borders, and it just sets it off a little bit better for me.
But look at the title belts over time, though. White's just a very regal, like, strap color. You got the Intercontinental. Everybody loves that in white. You have the Winged Eagle, white. Like,
it's gorgeous, man. It's just, you hate to ruin it. This is what I think. I think that the men's should have been this white. And imagine this one in a bright red for the women's. Kind of like the color that one of the TNA championships used to be.
Yeah.
That bright red strap for the women's. You know what I mean? It gets them away from being pink, that pretty and pink color and the white, but you know.
Or do a little Oscar color. Throw some black and some random color sloshes in there.
That would have been tight. That would have been tight.
Just to spruce it up a little bit, but
yeah.
You know, while we're here. So what is the chances of us going to get a game, Dad? I'm trying, bro. I'm trying for you, bro. Don't say I ain't got your back. You know, I've been good, Dad. My grades are good.
Oh, God. 4 out of 10.
You got
4 out of 10. It's going to grow on you guys. It has to grow on you guys. Yeah, the women's does look better. Yeah, it does. James, it's not very funny, man. It's my wallet, not your guys's. You guys need to stop.
I picked up my happy socks that were in the room under the bed.
Dude, starch free, yet they still walk on their own. Holy shit!
I used to have a blanket. I used to stand in the corner.
It was great for Halloween. Oh my god!
That motherfucker was stiffer than Aladdin's carpet, bro.
Oh shit, man. Well, guys, you know what? I'm getting some belts in. I'm working on one that should be hopefully in here. I hope within next week, maybe it should be here.
What is it?
Oh man, I should already say it anyways. It's the big green. But this one's very special. It's not made like the ones you've seen in the hobby.
No.
This is going to have some sex appeal to it. And of course, I'm going to do the strap because I have never seen a big green in this hobby. I don't care who has it, who holds it, with a decently good looking strap. I've never seen one.
So here's what we're going to do, Doza. I want to put our heads together because you rarely see a good one in this hobby. I can count on one hand maybe the amount of actual good ones I've seen. I want to put our heads together, and because I don't have any big golds, I want to do a Vegas big gold.
I have one here that I'm very disappointed with. Only because
I want to put our heads together. Let's get with the artwork. I feel like that would be a good CNC belt too. I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen it in HD acid etched, and the one I have is made with CNC. What I did not like about it is it's undersized, and two, the polish work really needed to be really good so that plating would have boom.
So I want to correct all that, and we'll toss around if we're gonna CNC it or acid etch it, but a Vegas big gold that'll just destroy the hobby.
I'm with you on that.
They're just few and far between. I'm really aiming towards more obscure belts that you don't see too many. Then the next one after that's going to be a Ric Flair Real World, because you don't see that properly done right.
Yeah, true. I want to get. I sold my, because I was like, I got too many belts. It's starting to look like I got 3 of the same and all that. But I'm really missing my NWA concept, and I sold that one.
Again, another belt that needs to be done right.
And I'm not gonna lie, it looked really good. It looked really good, and it was made by Jagu Jan. It was really nice. I just redid the leather on it, and it was, to me, it was fire. It would look good. So let's take a look at a crumb rent I did. I did the leather. I usually don't do this, but I'll put it on here just so you guys can have a looky-look see. Here's the first image of the strap on one of the ends, of course. The silver snaps.
Who are the plates by?
The plates are Shop Rhine. Those are the Shop Rhine plates, which, like, I hate the Shop Rhine. But every time I put them on leather, it just transforms. It just transforms. And I think the only thing that was missing on this one was to put some gloss on the plates. Other than that, it was awesome. Here's the edge work on that one. The stitching. Of course, I have a new logo stamp specially made for this one and other, but mainly for this strap, because I don't like putting them on the face anymore. It kind of takes away from the originality to see the logo on the snap area. So now I put it on the back.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So that's the new stamp, and it's on the back there. It's
Bro,
a nice size
check
stamp.
this out on that stamp. To make it look even more regal, you got your Mendoza Craft, and then you get a stamp of your signature. Bam, right underneath it. Ah.
Oh man, you know what? I that's a good idea.
Right there, your fucking Reggie style signature. Bam, just that would look.
I have my signature stamp. I do have that one. I could put it right underneath there, you know.
So I've been kicking around getting a shop, Ryan. I'll probably have to have you do me a strap, but I want to bend the top.
And that's the full real leather right there.
That's beautiful.
Just complete turnaround. The thing looks so different. I don't know.
Sure, that's not erosion?
No, never. That one.
No, I ain't gonna hate, bro. I'd buy an erosion.
I have a customer now that wanted a crumb rind, and he was gonna go classic shields. And I go, mainly because he goes, I want it on your leather. I said, I can get you the crumb line plates. I'll talk to a guy I know. And you definitely don't want to go classic shields, because if you plan to do the leather, I might not want to be doing leather 2 years down the road from now. So you might want to get your plates sometime a little sooner. So for the best option, and I've said this before, Arosha makes a very nice crumb rind. He makes a very nice crumb rind.
Isn't Great Customs doing one now?
Yeah, and you know what? Let me tell you, it's going to give everybody a run for their money. I've been looking at the detail. I've been looking at the inbox pictures.
Me too. I don't care, and I'm not one of those homers that cares if it's CNC'd or whatever. I
just want to know the end result.
Yeah, as long as it looks good. Eventually, I'll get a C4 when I feel like dish out the money, but right now they're still tweaking as they go. I want to let them get further in their tweak.
Yeah.
Before.
Great Custom Belts, I think, if I'm not wrong, I think they're going to be offering that crumb rind for like $900.
I was going to say, he's coming in pretty cheap, right?
That is hella cheap. For what I'm looking at the images and what they're sharing with me, and I'm looking at, guys, honestly, I don't think nobody's doing that kind of crumb rind for that price. And I think that's $900 on leather. You know what I mean? So there's still room. So if you receive it and you don't like the leather and you want to send it to me, Mark Maggard, or Daniel Ripley, Ace Hernandez, whoever, any one of these good leather guys out there. Kevin O'Keefe is starting out. Man. Canuck, because we don't mention him, but Canuck does a good crumb line strap too, man. Yeah. But everybody has their preferences.
Down there in Australia, Chris.
Oh yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of guys, man, that $900 price tag. If you don't like the leather, which is a lot of us, even if it's good, a lot of us just like the idea of American leather on there. There's room. There's some room.
So check this out. I was talking to Ali a couple days ago. I just hit him back up. Yeah, no. From Great Customs.
Oh, great. Okay.
So I'm gonna see what he can do with the crumb rind, and maybe we'll get one to review for the channel, and I'll keep it, and I'll pay for it, and we'll do a little something. Show him what he can do better than a Arosha belt.
It's possible, man. There's a lot of guys out there. There's new guys coming out. They're doing some good stuff.
Competition breeds greatness, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all about the competition. I'm blocked by Classic Shields anyway, so I go up the competition.
To me, honestly, even if this opinion rubs people wrong, honestly, the best leather, best plates in the game for me right now, period, is ORM. At one point, I think Classic Shields had them for a little bit. Plate work wise, ORM, I feel the leather has always been better than Classic. But
Leather,
man,
100%.
but bro, lately that etching, that plating, it's a wrap for me. ORM
Again,
is,
I'm blocked by ORM, but he does. And the thing was never about. Again, I'm blocked because we had a personal disagreement. It wasn't about his work; it was about his business. Dude, the Rizwan's another nice one. Like, but my Rizwan that I got was, I think it was actually his first one because I bought it from Jermaine. It was slightly undersized, which sucked, and that's what kind of always kept me from loving it the way I wanted to love it.
Okay.
You know, I want that big gold. But as far as ORM goes, it was a personal thing. It wasn't his work, and he creates a phenomenal belt. For my money and consistency, I always go with Nawaz plates. He's Mr. Consistency. I know what I'm gonna
I
get
don't
from
blame
him.
you.
I know what I'm gonna get from him. I haven't tried Alianis yet. There's a couple of guys I've been just kind of lurking.
Alianas for me was really good, especially his SD is so damn close to HD. But he's been a little inconsistent for me. He's been a little inconsistent, and he's a little bit pricey. Guys, just to throw it out there, the guy I'm working with, Raheel Ahmed, he and I are working together on pinfall title belts. Check out the group. Go sign up. Pinfall title belts. We got you covered. 1, 2, 3, guys. I'm telling you, we don't mess with SD. We do not mess with CNC. Any of that. We're trying to give you the best belt we can give you for the money. What I've told this guy was, listen, no such thing with me as SD and HD. We use the terms to relate things to people, but in America, there's no such thing as CNC. There's no such thing as SD. There's just
American standard.
Correct, well done etching. That's it. So you can go to Pinfall Title Belts and get an HD belt on leather.
I've been watching it work.
Nice HD acid etching. And you're going to get it at like $500 to $550 delivered to your door. And we have the option of doing it on American leather. Yours truly. You put your order in, I get it together. We get together on the details how you want the leather. For $715, $725, you get an HD belt on American leather shipped to your door from me to you guys.
Can't beat it.
Something nobody else offers right now at that price point.
Honestly, and with the Smoking Skull, it's such a easy belt as long as the artwork's correct. You can go to Pinfall, Nawaz, Alianis. There's so many other great makers out there because they can knock that belt out. I've seen an Alianis one. Smash.
Yeah.
You know, just save your money. Save your money. Just get the plates.
Yeah.
Ship it to Doza. Get the plates, American leather. You're good. Go through his guy Pinfall.
As a matter of fact, Stone Cold, I got a hell of a deal for you for HD. If you really want one of those Smoking Skulls, I have some HD plates in house right now, and 4.2 millimeter.
You know what's the problem with the Smoking Skull? I have the nickel. It's just a SD Nawaz.
Oh, okay.
But it makes
Oh, that's
me
right.
want.
Yeah,
It makes me want a rock belt. because I feel like they need to go together.
You'll be all right, brother. Listen, hold on to those works. You're gonna wish you had held on to them. You could always get new plates if you replace your first. I look at a lot of this work like art. If you get rid of that, you will never get it back. You'll never be able to look at what you did at first. You'll never be able to say, here is where I was, here and where I'm at now. You know what I mean? Those are gold as far as I'm concerned. You could always get plates somewhere else, but you won't be able to get your leather work back. Stone Cold says, CS is the only company besides Red Leather to get the crooked tooth right on the SS. Hey, you know what? All it takes is a snap of a picture. You send it to your guy, whoever your maker is, and say, I need this detail. I need it done right. They'll do it. They can modify the art, get it right. If getting that one tooth right is worth paying the extra $800, so be it. If that little tooth or one tail feather is not exactly where it needs to be by like 1/8 of an inch, or the nails moved over on the T just another millimeter down, if those details aren't that important to you, a HD belt for $550 is right where you need to live at. Because at the end of the day, nobody goes to your house and your collection and says, hey, the tooth is wrong on that belt. You know what I mean? There's guys that are going to Classic Shields and they are having all the feathers extra flocked, paying over $1,600 for a belt like that, when they never flocked the feathers on a title, on any TV used title that I know of. So there's guys that are real anal about what those tail feathers look like, but have no problem flocking all the feathers on the main plate.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna hose you for money.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you are Stone Cold, brother. So for sure. Platinum says, that's why I like Nawaz. I said I wanted the RWNWA tag, and he nailed it right down to the off-center TE in team. Yeah, and you know what? Nawaz's art is pretty damn good. He has a lot of art that other guys still don't get right. I get that. Believe me. But it takes seconds to just snap that picture, send it to another fabricator that you want to use, and they'll adjust the artwork. They'll adjust it, man. Guys, I want to thank you for staying with us on your Wednesday. It's been this hour went by quick. We went over the hour really quick. Holy shit, that was quick. I appreciate you guys spending your time here with us. We will see you on the next episode next Wednesday. We might have a late night Saturday. Who knows?
You know?
You know,
I feel like that might be a thing.
Yeah, but yeah. So, shoot, man. But guys, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, spending some time with us. We'll see you on the next one. For my boy Ethan, I'm going to say, we out. Have a good night, brother. See you on the next one. Guys, I am going to go what we Mexicans call Mimi's. Maybe have a snack. Maybe a zebra cake or something. Sounds very doable. We're out of here, guys. See you on the next one.